Well, welcome to a very wet, very cold and a very windy French capital for Newcastle United. Big clash in the Champions League, very decisive game against PSG. If Newcastle can somehow get a win, won't be easy, but if they can get a win, they'll be marching through to the last 16 as an automatic qualifier, and that would be a huge boost for Newcastle, given they lost 2-0 to Aston Villa at the weekend. We know it's never easy in the Champions League. But Newcastle, you know, they're ahead of PSG as it stands. They know this game could give them the confidence they need. They've got to go to Liverpool on Saturday and then got to go and try and turn that 2-0 deficit around against Manchester City. So it won't be easy. Newcastle come here, they've got their injured captain on board, Bruno Guimaraes. He'll sit a late fitness test. Eddie Howe did drop a big hint about that on Saturday night, saying that he was in contention for this game and Newcastle could well need him. But yeah, Newcastle tonight hold a press conference at PSG Stadium. Anthony Gordon also up with Eddie Howe. It's going to be really fascinating to hear what both have to say tonight here in Paris.
Faut qu'on mette qu'il y a un contrôle, parce que je ne viens pas quand ils les envoient, alors que t'as la tête qui pourra s'en mettre de la vie.
Ouais. C'est quoi, c'est du 39, c'est ça? Ouais,
Okay, well, I'm outside the Parc des Princes where Newcastle United have just completed their training session, a 15-minute open session was available for the travelling media, which is usually the case with UEFA games. And yeah, in it we got a look at Bruno Guimaraes back after his ankle injury picked up in the last Champions League game against PSG. But tonight he was able to get that 15 minutes training under his belt. He may have trained a little bit longer. We obviously don't stay for the whole session. The buses are still there now, and it's at least 45 minutes since we departed the stands. So Bruno Guimaraes in with a shout of facing PSG, which is a big boost for Eddie Howe and his squad here in the French capital. Secondly, Joelinton obviously didn't train. If anyone is just catching up with today's events, Joelinton picked up that groin injury against Aston Villa and will not feature in tomorrow night's game with PSG. So for Newcastle, that is got to be deemed a big blow. You look at where Newcastle go from here, and obviously they've got Lewis Miley, who can slot right into that engine room. He's been brilliant this season. Obviously Sandro Tonali, he also trained today, and if Bruno starts, then that will make up your midfield three tomorrow night in the Champions League. What type of mood was Eddie Howe in? I would say optimistic. Remember, this is the reward for Newcastle for finishing 5th last season. There was doom and gloom after Villa. There has been a lot of noise, but Eddie Howe knows that the next three games are going to be crucial for Newcastle's season, and they go into this one believing. They can get what would be a historic win to take Newcastle through. Obviously beating the European champions away would be fantastic, but getting in the last 16 would be fantastic for Newcastle United. And in this revamped competition, it will be just such a boost for them. And then obviously it's on to Liverpool after that in the Premier League, and then the Carabao Cup against Man City, the second leg. So really, you would say the season can be shaped, it can be formed. We know what's coming next for Newcastle, and you know, these are going to be three very tough games, but if Newcastle are going to succeed, then these are the games that they have to do well in. So let's hope that can be the case. I think Newcastle will be going for this tomorrow. I think there's a good vibe about the place. There's an excitement. Remember, it's also quite a young squad as well. It's not exactly a team who've seen all this before. They're enjoying this European adventure, and one player I would refer to very much what I'm talking about here is Anthony Gordon. He's still only 24. He has had a lot of criticism. Some of it has been, I would say, far-fetched. But today in there, I asked Anthony Gordon about what it's like to be a modern-day footballer, a young modern-day footballer. Basically, the social media pressures, the constant analysis, this churn of opinion. You know, it's not only former pundits now, we have panelists as well, and it must be intense if you're a player. You know, turn on the telly, turn on your phone, and it's constant analysis of your performance. And Anthony Gordon basically doesn't listen to any of it, he doesn't watch any of it. It's not for him. He doesn't do social media, he doesn't scour through every comment that's said about him, and he basically said that because of that he doesn't need to use it as fuel. So I thought that was really an impressive take from Anthony Gordon going into this game. He's going to be a key man. I asked him if he enjoyed playing under the lights in the Champions League. He said yes, this is his competition, it gives him that excitement, it gives him that buzz, and I think he could be a key man tomorrow night. He's got 6 goals in the competition already. He really enjoys playing on that stage. It doesn't get much bigger than this. PSG away, it's a real chance to show everybody what you can do. All eyes will be on this fixture tomorrow night. You look at all the games that kick off at European time, 9 p.m. tomorrow. Newcastle is very much one of the centrepiece games. In front of me, which you can't see, there's loads of TV trucks. It's going out around the world, this game. This is the place to be It's the centre of the football world tomorrow night. PSG and all their millions against Newcastle United and all their millions since the takeover 4 years ago. So Newcastle United desperate to get through as an automatic qualifier. Let's hope they can do it. They seem in good spirits there. The buses are just about to leave to take them back to the hotel. They'll have a quiet night, and then tomorrow they'll have a lot of time to think about it. As I say, 9 p.m. kickoff. It's going to be interesting. But Newcastle United v PSG, a big one here, and Eddie Howe's team knowing they can do something really, truly special here on this pitch tomorrow night.